Dear everyone, let's see if we can understand something beyond language, something deeper beyond language, like what others speak, like what's lying behind the messages, what others say, or about the informations they produce. Actually, we know that language is a mode to share or to convey informations. But do you also know that all that we express through words cannot be grasped by the listener fully? Yes, hardly only around some 10% of what we speak is grasped by the listener. And the non-verbal part, which remains unnoticed, is more than 90% of it. And a little percentage of this can be understood through body language, or through the tone of the words they use, or through eye contact. But what should be understood in totality cannot be grasped through words alone or through non-verbal communications. Then how do we think to grasp fully what the other person is saying? Now actually whatever the other person speaks, the major part of it can be grasped by your feelings. And feelings are the inexpressible part of your words. Words have a limited approach, while feelings cover a considerable portion which lie in the invisible part of words. You may not find meaning in the other person's words, but you can feel what the other person is actually saying. Now, somebody may be flattering you, but that may not be the actual truth. He may have a different or even a negative opinion on you. And if you are sensitive to feelings, you can actually feel what the other person's true opinion about you is. And it's not just about opinion or anything. Anything what the other person speaks always carries an underlying meaning in it. And feelings carry the true meaning of words. But sadly, our modern life has hijacked this incredible gift of feelings from us to a lot extent. Our previous generations were largely residents of feelings. So much so that in every achievamental field of theirs, emotions and feelings were always an underlying factor in them. And only recently the world has been dominated by thoughtful individuals and has almost lost the essence of feelings in them. But wherever there is innocence, sensitivity, belongingness, love and compassion, there exists feelings. Now, on seeing a stranger, you would already have an opinion on him. Even before he speaks anything, you can judge his moves. His silence speaks about him and your sensitivity can grasp it. And this is how plants and animals communicate within themselves. Plants interact with other plants and also share their feelings. They also respond to our touch of warmth or even to our thought of concern towards them. But they tremble if we think to slay them off. And Kirlian cameras have photographed many such panic shiverings of trees even while we think to chop them off. Also, animals are very sensible beings. Some scientists were studying about penguins and they found out that when there was a severe scarcity of food, the penguins would sense it well in advance and all the older penguins will together decide to commit mass suicide. They would leave their young ones on the shore to share the meager portion of food and all the elderly penguins together dip themselves in the ocean and commit mass suicide. This act of sacrifice has amazed scientists and biologists at large. Now they don't depend on words. They only feel and understand their life. Now when we too transcend linguistics, then we too can confront a deeper realm which is more worthy of words and reliable than words. Language is only a limited mode of conveying something. When you're capable of transcending linguistics, you can also confront something more higher like signs and symbols in them. You might have heard of the Sri Chakra. what could not be expressed through words, Shankaracharya transcribed his transcendental experience into the mystical symbol as a Sri Chakra. And let me give a short explanation of it. The Sri Chakra is a mystical diagram consisting of 9 concentric layers radiating outward from the center. The center point is the highest ultimate force, and the surrounded interlocking triangles represent layers and layers of the whole of the creation, symbolizing the dual embodiment of the masculine and the feminine division, and ultimately culminating into the Supreme One. It is this Supreme One representing as the All, the One becoming the All. Now what needs volume of words to make understand the supreme truth? Shankaracharya explained the Advaita Siddhanta through this mystical symbol of the Sri Chakra. Even the true meaning of messages in the ancient texts have been hidden inside the words, inside the verses. You can see in the legendaries that wisdom has been hidden in the form of mythologically personified celestial beings and in their artistic symbolic signs. Truth is always hidden behind the words, behind the forms, behind the symbols or the signs. And to grasp its true meaning, you have to transcend the limited world of words. Thank you for listening.